Black Lives Matter. The matter of black lives. What's the matter with black folks, with black lives? This is Ted Hayes again, your civil rights activist, your homeless activist, your new voice emerging out of the dark, emerging out of the wilderness. Now, we left off the last time talking about Abraham Lincoln said that the United States of America is a house divided against itself. You know, and of course I said I don't want to get ahead of myself. I get going here. And the matter, the element, the factor that has this United States of America divided against itself is the matter of black lives in the United States. But not the matter that we just hear. The matter is that these black folks, you and me, was here against our wills, held in chattel slavery. Okay, that's the matter. That's the matter of concern. And the matter of concern is not just chattel slavery in and of itself for the 245 years that it existed on these shores called British American colonies and later the United States. It's the aftermath of the matter of chattel slavery. The aftermath, generations later, is what is really of utmost concern. If you know anything about a nuclear bomb, when it goes off at ground zero, yes, it does a certain amount of geophysical damage in the immediate area, in the aftershocks. But what is really horrible about the nuclear explosion is it creates a cloud of radioactive particles. And the radiation will last, they say, for 240,000 years. That's the danger, the aftermath. And if you've done any research on the progress of black lives in the United States after slavery, you'll see that we're on a downward trend of utter and total destruction. That's what's going on, and people not really conscientious of how bad things are with the black lives that matter. But there's a reason for all of that. The reason for all that is the way the black lives was brought into the United States of America. We don't want to go there just yet, but we will come back to that point. But I want to stay with the issue of Lincoln said this is a house divided against itself. Well, today, if you look at Congress, the federal government, particularly the Democrats and the Republicans, if you look at these two, I mean, they're saying that Congress and our country has never been this divided over a plethora, many various issues since the Civil War. Of course, back 150 years ago with the Civil War over the matter of black lives, that was over one issue. One thing divided the nation. It wasn't a plethora of economic, social issues that was troubling the nation. No, as is today. But it was actually one issue, and that was the matter of black lives held in the United States in chattel slavery. That was the matter. And see, the reason we have all of this fuss between the Republicans and the Democrats is because 150 years ago, guess who fought the Civil War over the matter of black lives? Republicans and Democrats. Republicans and Democrats. White Republicans and white Democrats, my brothers and sisters, they were fighting over black folks, okay? And the Democrats, they were from the southern states, the Confederacy, and the Republicans, they were of the northern states, what was called the Union. And these white folks went at each other over the matter of black lives, which was fundamentally dividing the nation. Now, what has happened generations later, What do you see? These same two white people going at each other from two different political aspects. And guess who's in the middle of this fuss? Listen to Hillary Clinton, y'all. Listen to Bernie Sanders in particular. And you listen a bit to Donald Trump and a little bit to Rand Paul and a little bit more to Ben Carson. And you're going to hear what? Black lives mattering. And see, Miss Clinton, now this is on March the 10th, 2016. For posterity's sake, there is a presidential election going on right now, hot and heavy, between these Democrats and Republicans. And Hillary Clinton, the Democrat, is really getting what she calls the African American vote. That's us, y'all. Black lives that matter. Okay, that's how much we matter. But you see, where was Hillary Clinton, Bernie Sanders when we needed them? Miss Clinton always says, y'all, I'm fighting for you. She may be fighting for us, but she ain't winning. So we need to get another fighter. But the point I'm making is that they're hinging their election on black lives. So all these other socioeconomic problems that America is suffering is actually a offspring of the matter of black lives in this country. Now, the Democrats have I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go back again one more time to Black Lives Matter. The reason that we matter so much in this country is there's something called the Declaration of Independence. Now, in the Declaration of Independence, it states that we hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, that they are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights, that among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. That word is, again, happiness. It really means property. Now, I studied the Declaration of Independence, and you'll notice that in the Declaration of Independence, God, the Creator, is mentioned 4 times. That makes God the center of the Declaration of Independence. And God is a living, thinking, feeling being, a person who has a mind and a plan, and he has issues. He has matters that does concern him. And one of the matters that concerns him is the matter of these folks, of black lives being held in chattel slavery. Under this law, here the founding fathers was going to war with the British, some more white folks, Christians, going to war with them over their freedom from England because they felt that England was treating them like slaves. While at the same time, though, and they write this great article, wonderful article, and what a law, and at the same time, though, they were holding black lives or slaves as their chattel property. And God has felt that that was hypocritical. It's not right. It embarrasses him. It indicts him in the crime. But at the same time, though, black lives, he wants retribution, and he did get retribution with the Civil War. People died in that war over us. Now, it's very important that you understand that our lives are very, 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 very precious, very important. And there's something that's happening to us that's really contributing to our demise. And that's the issue of our birthright, our national birth certificate, that we did not come from this country. This is not the land of our nativity. We were brought here against our will, and we've been here ever since. And this country, these white folks, these white people, they did something for us that no one in history has ever done. And we have a seat at the table in this man's house. And it's not just a simple seat. You're going to learn through this series, but a very important seat. In fact, the nation's future depends on where we sit. Now, they gave us identity. an identity that nobody else has. And I call it our National Birthright and Identity Right Certificate. It's the 14th Amendment. The 14th Amendment. And someone is trying to steal our birthright. And we're going to talk about that in the next section. This is Ted Hayes, civil rights activist, homeless activist, military veterans activist, youth activist, the new voice coming out of the wilderness for America.